Hi, this is Michael Uslan. You're listening to Batman on Film.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Plug you in, my tuning the frequency. Jay and the crew, they got the remedy. Discussing bats and all his legacy. Mike is Ives. Welcome to the social hour. We're talking gospel, flying power. Look in the field of protest, got the keys to the Batmobile. Lights go down the shelter about the storm. Just listen, sucking like a dog. Without the ways of harm. We're in deep, not sleep. Welcome to the social hour. Exploring Gotham's darkest hours. Tune in, feel the charge. Jet set the hell with going large.
Welcome to the Social Hour, just like the song says. Welcome to the Social Hour. A Batman on Film podcast, batman-on-film.com. Got to remind that. I'll even remind Pete here if he's listening. Don't forget about the dashes. Yes, this is a Batman on Film podcast. And joining me today is a senior BOF contributor, a man who enjoys his Mountain Dew in a Batman Forever Batman glass from 1995, Ron Lauer.
Damn
How are
right.
you, Ron?
I'm really good now, Bill. I definitely saved the pouring for you. It was before you hit record, but Bill got to see
Just
me.
quickly
and
detail what happened before
the
I push
glee
record.
on my face. Not many get to see this, Bill, as I sit and pour a fresh can of Mountain Dew into a Batman Forever 1995 glass from McDonald's. Bill got to see it happen. He got to see me smile, and he got to see me take a sip, and then it turned into a new man right before his eyes.
That's a good, I'm being honest. It's a good piece of Batman memorabilia, I guess.
Yeah.
It is that, right? And you were talking about how we're going, these are 30 years old, and it's in you were saying how great a shape it's in, and they were really good glasses and stuff. It's kind of cool, you know?
I was telling him, and I know I've said it before too, I think unanimous across the board, people are fans of these. I've never come across a negative opinion about these.
It seems like that's a very not sought after, because you can get, like we were saying, they're on the eBay you can get them for a decent price.
Yeah.
So they're not hard to find, but people like them. I guess that's what I'm saying. If you're a Batman fan, you kind of think these are cool.
They're very cool. They did it. I think do you remember the Flintstones movie with John Goodman, the live action one?
Yeah.
I loved that movie. There was a marketing machine with McDonald's on that one. That came out the year before, and with McDonald's, they also did glasses like these. Okay. So it's almost like that was such a test run, but those just, and maybe it's just because Batman is Batman, and I'm always in the Batman circle, that I don't see the mentioning of the Flintstones ones anywhere near as much as the Batman ones. But yeah, these suckers are 30 years old. I told you that me and my lady use them. She uses them almost every single day. We put them in the dishwasher, and we haven't had any accidents with them. They look great. There's no chips, no nothing.
So they're in the kitchen cabinets.
Yep.
And they're in use. They're not on display
they're constantly
anywhere.
used. No.
Okay.
They're constantly used. And the most surprising thing that I'd even told you is the Riddler one has like the handle on it is because it's like his cane, you know, so it's the question mark. So it's actually pretty thin compared to the other ones. And that's the most surprising thing, that is not. I have two of those, and 30 years, it's never snapped, broke, nothing. All still in really good shape, as if like we just got them. So I don't know why McDonald's stopped that. If anybody's listening, the head of McDonald's is listening to this Batman-on-film podcast. Figure it out. Let's get another, let's do this again. People will buy it.
I had them back in the day. But I'm gonna be honest. When I think about, you talk about the quality of them, I'm like, well, things were probably made better back then. And when I say that, in my mind, when I say things were made better back then, my mind is like before I was born, 60s, 50s, 40s, 95 doesn't seems like it was yesterday to me. So yeah, but I still think that holds true. Is probably that stuff. You get something like that today, movie tie-in to a fast food thing. It's not going to be as good quality, I don't think, as those cups were back
No,
then.
not at all. And I mean, they did. So Taco Bell did, the plastic cups, and then McDonald's did the for 89. McDonald's did the Batman Returns plastic cups, and so I don't know what all they did with Batman Forever because I can see like the imagery, like the
Yeah.
art on the Batman Forever stuff, but then these glasses, and they, I'm trying to see if I can pull up like one of the ads because they weren't even that they weren't that expensive.
Yeah.
Either. It was like, yeah, here we go. 99 cents each with with a value meal purchase or something like that. That's a steal. $1 more on top of like a meal, which McDonald's
I
meals are not that
wonder
expensive. Like
if
that's
McDonald's
crazy.
somewhere in the big McDonald's warehouse,
Hmm.
wherever that may be, if there is one, there are like hundreds of boxes of unopened, unused Batman Forever
Oh my gosh.
glasses. I'm kind of trying to be funny about it, but I wonder if there are some
That's
that
it's
exist
there.
boxed up that were never busted out or transported to any of the various McDonald's in the United States or wherever the
Because
hell
it's
they were
like
selling them.
30 years later, how are they still available if you need to buy them? You know?
Yeah,
Um, like on and not like a crazy price. So here we go. Uh, on eBay, two of the glasses, a Riddler and a Batman one, $12 or
yeah,
best offer.
yeah,
A lot of three, Batman and Two-Face, and I don't know what the other one is, $25. Like,
yeah.
here's all four of them, $40. Like, yes, that's $40. I understand that, but that's not too bad. Another one, $25 or best offer for all. Like, oh my gosh, how
All right,
did because that warehouse.
you're listening to the Collecting
McDonald's.
Batman
Yeah.
podcast. Hey, that's an
That was just a,
idea,
a
huh?
preview for the new series coming to
Yeah,
Batman on
yeah.
film.
Um, okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Anything you did for Batman Day that stands out, or it was regular, just a regular Saturday?
That's so a couple of I didn't do I wore a shirt. And then man, I'm really trying to like think about it. I think that was it. Like honestly. I did read a
Yeah,
comic. And then that's about it. Because on one hand, for us, and I put this in the BOF group, I posted a picture of a Lego Batman next to a Lego Bat Signal. And it's like for all of us in here, like every day is Batman Day. And that sounds like something we've been saying for years,
yes,
but it's because it's
yeah,
true.
that is true. I mean, yes, I didn't do anything. I mean, here's my deal with Batman Day. It's always in September, and there's football on.
Yeah.
So I love Batman, right? Come on, I've done
Yeah.
this for almost 28 years. I had a Batman website, and but I like watching college football, and I do a lot of Ryan. If you didn't know, I do a lot of Batman stuff.
I had no idea.
you know,
No
so
idea.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then they also have been very like about it the past few years too. I don't think DC's really done it. It's like, oh yeah, Batman Day is September 21st,
Yeah, I
September
don't.
20th.
Yeah,
Like they don't
yeah. They'll
eh.
send me a press release. I didn't put one up this year. It's like you can watch. There's such and such network is having a Batman movie marathon and blah 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 blah. And it's I'm cool that Batman gets recognized. It's Batman Day, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Nah. Yeah.
yeah,
Do
exactly. All
something
right.
big. Do something bigger with it. And
On the
then
last, yeah, yeah. Oh, on the last social hour with Buddha in Pockets, Pete Vera,
that's right.
we talked about um, Reeves being on the red carpet, being interviewed. Well, he was attending because he was one of the producers on the Penguin, and it was up for like 175 awards. I think it
Yeah.
was 23, actually, 24.
220. 221.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. And of course, he's going to be asked about the Batman Part Two. So anything Reeves said, I mean, he talked to Variety. I saw a video with, and I recapped that story on Batman on Film. And then he talked to Josh Horowitz, Happy, Sad, Confused / MTV, whatever, on the red carpet. Thought he talked a little bit. I think he had more to say to Josh. But any thoughts about that? He talked about the villain. He talked about taking Batman and Bruce Wayne, doing something that's really never been done before, and how this will be more of a focus on Bruce Wayne, because the first one was such a focus on Batman, obviously, because he was like, there was no Bruce Wayne, essentially. If you've seen the Batman, you know the reason for all that. So any thoughts, and then we're going to get into his, speaking of Batman Day, he had a message for people on Batman Day I thought was cool that you sent me. That's when I saw it the first time. Yeah.
Woo! There you go. That was my Batman
thoughts.
Day celebration.
Villain,
I passed along Matt Reeves' Instagram post to you.
He mentioned Robin. He didn't mention Robin. He was asked about Robin, and he said, we talk about everything, which, yes, I'm sure they did.
I appreciate when he talks to Josh Horowitz.
I do too.
Because it kind of feels like Horowitz is credible enough in the industry at this point, but he's also still kind of like, he's one of us. He's not going to ask these like dumb questions, but he's also like, he's respectful enough, but then is also like, I do have to ask this.
Yeah.
And sort of, and so he doesn't bug me as like others can in interviewing.
I'm with you 100%.
And I think the one thing that stands out is when he said hasn't really been done in a movie before. I'm really curious. That'll be fun to revisit.
Yeah.
I don't know, in 6 months, in a year, as we know more, and then after we see the Batman Part 2, because I've really lost my desire of speculation, I think, as I've gotten older. I've been much more like, just present to me what's really going on. Like, who's cast is who?
Yeah. Who's the cast? Who's in the cast? Who are they playing?
Oh, cool.
Publicity stills, trailers.
I wait for that, as opposed to, well, what if now, Bill, I timed how long Matt Reeves paused before he answered the question, and I think that has something to do with, what if it's the Clock King, because he paused exactly 3.26 seconds. Like, I don't have time to care about to do that. I think that kind of stood out, because I also think, as we've heard, especially with him with the script, he's meticulous. He chooses his words wisely,
and he did mention it took it longer for a lot of reasons, including personal reasons. He did acknowledge that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so I think him saying, hasn't really been, like, he said that for a reason, right?
Yeah.
It'll be cool to see what that ends up meaning. And that's it. Does that mean this way of like, he's using somebody we've never seen in a movie before? Or is he saying, well, we've seen this one, but they haven't really been done justice before? Like, I don't think that statement clearly implies which route that is.
We had the Riddler in Batman Forever, but the Riddler and the Batman
is different.
Was different.
And they're both
and it was a take on the Riddler that we really haven't seen before, ever.
Correct. Yeah. And I think both of them were the Riddler. Like, both versions were the Riddler.
Yes.
So I don't. Zsasz was in Begins, right?
Yeah.
Not really the way that we were introduced to Zsasz.
Yeah.
It was definitely like a background kind of nod. Maybe, I'm not saying this is what I think. It's just an example. Maybe it's like, Zsasz really works for what we want to do. Technically, he's been in a movie before, but he hasn't really been seen how we're like. That's my implication.
I saw. Yeah.
Bigger thing like Scarecrow.
Yeah.
He was like an appetizer in Begins to me.
Mm-hmm.
What if Reeves is very much of like, we really want to use Scarecrow, but we're gonna really lean into how we know him from the comics. Really go out with the full on get up and that hardcore.
Go all Ray Bolger, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, which to me, oh my gosh, I love that aesthetic. Okay, that fits to what he said then. Like, really not like
Yes.
we've seen it before, you know,
Yeah.
or it's completely somebody we've never seen before. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't lose sleep thinking about it. I'll
I
wait
think
and see.
yeah, I think some people took it as, oh, it's a villain we've never seen before ever in live
Yeah,
action or
I
at
didn't jump
least
to
not
that.
the movies. I didn't either. Some people, and I'm one of them, took it as what it's what we've been talking about right here. It's that like the Zaz example, or it's a
Hmm.
Scarecrow example that yeah, it might have been in a Batman movie before, but what we're gonna do is completely different,
Yeah.
completely different. So
Yep.
I
That's
am
the only thing that really stuck out to me with that. It was
yeah
like I enjoyed listening to him. I didn't listen to it a second time, you know, and try to really
yeah
analyze. It was a nice 4, 5, 6, I don't know, minute conversation. Nice to listen to. And then I moved on. And I'm like, cool.
isn't hearing what is didn't you feel it was obvious that in the Batman Part Two we were going to get more Bruce Wayne?
Yeah. I think that's the evolution of the
Yeah,
character. And I say this as someone who loved how much Batman we saw in the
yeah.
Batman. Give me
There was
all
a
of that.
there was
Okay.
a reason for that much Batman in the Batman
Yeah.
because of where the character was at this point in time.
Yeah.
And I mean the character, I mean both Batman and Bruce Wayne. It really
Yeah.
isn't Batman. He's fully absorbed with Batman and to the point where he can't even, like I was saying to Pete, like Alfred can't even get him to go to Wayne Enterprises. So he's got to bring
Hmm.
people there, stuff like that. So I do
Yeah.
see, and with his both Batman and Bruce Wayne, they had these epiphany, this turning points where they realize, realization. Batman realizes I have to, I thought it was all about vengeance, but it has to be something more. I have to be more than that. And then with Bruce Wayne, it was him, acknowledging, well, I do care about people. You know,
Yeah.
I had been made this shell because I never wanted it to go through that again. And what was it? Losing someone I care about, Alfred, So
Yeah.
I just think it was obvious, and I don't think it was like there was that much Batman in the Batman because it's just cool to have Batman in there all the time. That wasn't the point of it. It was that
I mean, it is cool to have Batman in there the whole
it
time.
is.
Sure.
Yes, yes. But
But
you know what I'm saying, right?
I do. Yeah. And I think I just expect, yeah, hey, surprise, I was not involved in writing the Batman Part Two.
No
So I'll
way.
make that clear. Yeah, I know. I know. Um,
All these good ideas that you and I've came up with on this show,
they're there.
you know,
They're there.
they're
You know?
there. Look, he can have them for
Take 'em,
free.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me one of those little special thank you credits and I'm good. But like it just definitely felt like where the Batman ended up is like awesome when we the next one because especially with Bella Real talking to him at the funeral,
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of feel like that to me that's what where my head went of like cool the story's going to continue. I think it'll be interesting to see how a more public Bruce Wayne is going to be because that wasn't explored really in this one. And I feel like that's organically where, that's where we're heading. So, and cool, let's see what kind of Bruce Wayne that's going to be.
Yeah. I've said this before. I don't think we get Playboy, fake Playboy doofus
Yeah,
Bruce Wayne this time.
fine with me.
Yeah. I think we get a Bruce Wayne who is active in the community in Gotham.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to have to learn to be. There's still going to be some growing pains and some learning to be done, but it's still going to be cool to see because we got to remember, Patson's essentially playing the character just right. I mean, it's just right after the events of the Batman,
Hmm.
so there's not a huge time jump. It's only weeks. So,
Yeah.
I'm also on record. I've said it before, probably to you as well. I think Reeves puts his version of the Robin character in the saga at some point. Whether he's in part 2 or not, I don't know. I think he's a completist and he knows, and say what you want about the John Blake version, which I like, and I thought it fit the trilogy. But even Christopher Reeves, he did not direct the the Dark Knight trilogies. I combined Matt Reeves and
There
Christopher
we go.
Nolan. My
Christopher
bad,
Reeves.
sir.
No,
My
I
bad.
heard you. Christopher Reeves, everybody.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan knew that the importance of having a Robin that fit his world in that story to make it complete, if you will. And I think
liked
Reeves, yeah,
I stand by it.
I do too.
General audience I was with really liked it. Some people didn't, and that's fine. I liked it, and I do agree with you. I'm not one to judge whether Reeves does or doesn't put in Robin at some point.
Yeah,
It's up to him and what he thinks the story needs and what he wants to do. If he includes him, then I'll look forward to seeing what his version's gonna be. Like
yeah.
it's always been one of I don't. My preference is solo Batman. I love solo Batman. Somebody says, "Hey Ryan, we're gonna make a Batman story for you. What do you want?" I'd say solo Batman.
Let's take a quick pause in this podcast for these words from our sponsor. All right, so new stuff I didn't get to after I did that social hour. Reeves,
He
had
was
some
waiting
message.
until you were done talking.
I
to
know.
Pete. He's got his eyes on you.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
So he goes on social media, his various platforms, and he has a message for Batman fans, I guess. He says, I feel so honored to be preparing to shoot the next chapter of our story. This character means so much to me. What a privilege. Can't wait to share lots of exciting things about the movie with you all in the weeks and months to come. Happy Batman Day. Hashtag the Batman Epic Crime Saga, along with the orchestra recording the Batman theme from the Batman. So didn't
we just say he's very meticulous on his words?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I do believe when I sent this to you, I said, quote, weeks.
Yeah.
Hey now. Let's ride.
Hey now. Let's ride. Completely
cool.
forgot this part. This is episode number 211 of the
okay.
social hour.
So all that was just the prologue, huh?
Yeah. I'm merely Bill Ramey, the founder of Batman on Film. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Okay.
All right, we got that out of the way.
So what I do like about Matt Reeves is that he does share things.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like share a lot of stuff to the point of giving the movie away, but he shares stuff that's fun and just to get and it gets you even more excited. Like, the camera test, the costume test, or whatever you want to call it, with Pattinson back then. And he pretty much told us who was in the movie. He had those Batman 66 costumes. Remember that picture he took and put up on social media? And there was Joker, Riddler, Catwoman costumes from the 60s series. So, yeah, I'm glad he's looking forward to sharing things with us in the coming weeks and months, because this is the fun time.
Mm-hmm. I like that he said weeks.
Yes.
Because
what are you most interested in hearing? Casting?
Yeah. Because when they say casting, they're going to say what characters. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we, as we've said before, of like, you and I are not good fan casters. I'm not a good fan caster.
Yeah.
If they only said what characters are going to be in the movie, then we're going to have a lot of people that think that they're casting directors and saying who should and shouldn't be playing it, to where at least if like we heard Tom Hardy cast in The Dark Knight Rises as Bane, we got a twofer in that one announcement.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, give me that. Hey, and and I'm blanking on his name, but Zoe Kravitz cast as Selena Kyle / Catwoman
Yeah.
in the Batman. Sweet.
Yeah.
Paul Dano as Riddler. Sweet. Like Colin Farrell, Penguin. Sweet. Like that's how I hope we learn these things. And I
Yeah.
don't know, like, what kind of announcements always come, you know, for these movies. It's like the casting's always like the first, like, leads the charge, right? Like we already
Yeah.
know release date. So then it's
Yeah.
like, and we know when they're gonna start. Casting's then the next thing, right? So that I just
Yeah.
feel like, man, we've gotta that's gotta be it, right?
Yeah.
Unless he says, the announcement's coming. My dog Sparky is going to be in the Batman Part 2 in the background running on a sidewalk.
Yeah.
I would love it if he did do that, just for how the meltdowns that would happen. That's his casting announcement for 2025.
Yeah.
Old
So yeah,
Sparky.
that's what's next is casting. We already
Speaking of
know who's
dogs,
in it. Yeah. You can hear that?
I heard it. Sure
Yeah.
did.
That's old Presley hanging out with me. How are you, girl? How are you? All right. Okay. Back to the program. Casting, yeah, that's what I'm excited about is casting and because you find out what character. I
Yeah.
also like when they say so and so's been cast in an unspecified role, and I'm like, okay, that's fun. It's just fun stuff.
Hmm.
And then I know that Reeves will drop some images, maybe some video along the way. And you know, hell, it's almost October. All this is gonna be happening pretty soon. So I always say this is the fun time. I hope people enjoy it because as much as we can't wait for it to get here, it gets here and it's gone.
Enjoy the what?
Enjoy the ride. The
The
ride.
ride.
That's right.
The ride. All right.
My preference with DCU Batman would be if they would just wait till Matt Reeves finishes the saga. Now, Matt Reeves did say in that on those red carpet interviews, he did talk about doing 3, if we're lucky enough to do 3. He wants to do 3. It's all he said before when asked, "You're doing a trilogy." That's the plan.
The
I'm
second
not.
one is not even filming,
Yeah,
so we shouldn't be having discussions on a third right now. Like we shouldn't.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
before they filmed the very first stuff, the prologue for The Dark Knight, were people bombarding Christopher Nolan of like, is there going to be a third? Like,
Yeah,
no, and we shouldn't be asking that right now.
yeah.
That's just where I stand.
That's true. I think I think part of it is um, because of the DCU out there,
Yeah.
and there is this. Is he going to do 3? They're going to let him do 3. I think they will. I mean, James Gunn says he wants to be in the Matt Reeves business. And he wants him involved with DCU stuff. I don't think, saying,
Mhm.
we're not going to let you finish that story like you wanted to. It's going to be, something he's going to do to make Reeves happy. But another thing gets me, and you can speak to all this in just a second, is we've got a solo Batman movie in pre-production that will be filming here in less than a year, in about 6 months ish. Pre-production's happening. They're probably building sets. They're probably doing casting stuff
Mhm.
right now behind the scenes that we don't know about, costume design, all that stuff. And you have all this crap. It's supposed, social media stuff. Who's going to be the DCU Batman? And even Reeves spoke. I mean, not Reeves. James Gunn was on a podcast, and I'll just paraphrase. It's like, yeah, I've talked to some guys. I have some guys in mind. Blah blah blah. It's like, can we appreciate what we got? What's happening right now, and quit worrying about who's going to be cat. We have Robert Pattinson's Batman right now. That's where I'm at, and I find it a little annoying. I find it kind of little disrespectful. That kind of puts me in a place here on Batman on Film where I kind of don't want to cover it like I've covered the Batman and all the other Batman movies until it's the only game in town. And there's a there's casting and there's a script and there's all that. So you can go ahead and tell me that just being old or I'm insane,
You're being
or
old
give me your
though.
thoughts. Okay, thank you.
I Let's see here.
Do you want two
There's
Batman on film
there,
at the same time?
my preference
And do you think it's a good
is
idea?
um I can't answer if I think it's a good idea because I'm
Okay.
really like I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Um my preference I can speak on, and I'm good with there being one live action Batman at a time. I do think that's best for the character. I don't I want people left wanting more.
Yeah.
That's how Batman stays Batman. We have too much
Ryan,
Batman,
yeah.
then it's not special.
Okay. I was going to just going to say this, and you just brought that up. I know people used to complain about the Batman embargo and how little Batman there was in live action, and it was only reserved for the movies. And then we got to this point where there was, you know, freaking Titans and Gotham and Bat Batwoman and all of this stuff. I mean, Kevin Conroy being basically like Kingdom Come Batman and exoskeleton kind of dude on in the Arrowverse stuff, and it didn't get to be. It was kind of like I kind of liked it when there wasn't that much Batman. Then you had Keaton return to Flash, and you had Ben Affleck, and you had Pattinson, all in the same year. I like it. Less is more to me.
Yeah, I well, it shows that I did watch, I think, 3 seasons of Titans, and then I was done.
Yeah,
And there was a version of a Bruce Wayne in that
yeah,
show, and it was fine.
yeah,
I didn't check out Kevin Conroy's um deal and the what was it, the CW Crisis thing.
yeah.
There's like
I didn't either. I just
there are
saw the.
fans of that,
You
but it's
know,
like to me, it's kind
yeah,
of telling of like this is Batman, and I'm not bothering with it.
yeah,
Um, and that's also such a like I mean kind of niche fan base on there too that it was just like okay, and that's where I
yeah,
can't speak that I think if I think it's a good idea or not. I don't know. But my preference is of there just being one because then it remains more like special.
yeah,
And I don't want him cheapened because I mean, and that could be the wrong word, but I don't want a live action TV series of Batman because it's like movies and TV they're different. Like they
mm,
just are.
yeah,
I
yeah,
liked The Penguin a lot. It's smaller
yeah,
scale, and I do think in that first episode, moments of it looked TV to me. In what was already an established movie, Gotham
yeah.
City, now we've
That's
like,
fair. That's fair.
and I'm like,
That's
I
not a
don't want
knock on the
no, but it's just like I don't want Batman
and
in that like in that
yes.
space. So,
In hindsight, I'm glad that they chose not to put Pattinson
I mean, he
in the
would have looked as
Penguin.
Pattinson. I mean, if I'm not even gonna say like, oh man, I'm glad because maybe it was gonna be something smarter, but like that looked freaking cool. I don't know. I don't have
Yeah,
no idea. That's my opinion. So when it comes to DCU stuff, there isn't any DCU Batman,
yeah,
in my opinion, right now. There isn't.
yeah.
There is the Batman Part Two.
Yes,
That
yeah.
that's real and is
That's
happening. That's in
real
the
and
process
happening.
of happening,
Yeah,
and that gives me no bitterness or a negative vibe toward DCU Batman. It's the fans that keep doing it. It's not like James Gunn is being like, "Hey, can I have a microphone, please?" All right. So I've been thinking about this, but
well,
it's
yeah.
always
To be
responses.
to be fair, it's because he's asked and then
Exactly.
he responds.
He knows a hell of a lot more than any of us speculating do.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's reasons that he's saying what he's saying.
So I'm not
So
knocking. I'm not knocking
you're not
James
knocking him.
Gunn.
Exactly.
I'm like the
It
ones asking the questions. Okay, you got frickin' the Batman Part Two coming. Why are you asking about something that doesn't currently exist?
Yeah,
You know?
and I think if a DC like more real there's a term I'm searching for, but so I'll just say more real DCU Batman happens, then I'll like, okay, cool. There's something's presented to me and I can base an opinion on what something that's real. there's like, you know what? There's a casting. This person's gonna play Bruce Wayne slash Batman in DCU. Okay, let me now judge this actor on what I've seen that guy in before and everything. Okay, that makes it more real. I'm not gonna have a negative attitude towards whatever Batman is gonna be in DCU because I have no idea what it's gonna be. It could be something I really dig. They can make
Mhm.
decisions I don't like at all. I won't know
Yeah.
until it becomes real.
I'll say that with you. Yes. Even though I don't particularly have a lot of interest in the DCU Batman because I like solo Batman. I don't like connections to other DC characters. Just give me Batman in a Batman world doing Batman things.
This,
But I am going to I'm not going to crap on it and uh before I see anything. And I may go see it and say, I like this. Or I may go see it and go, I don't like it. Because I mean,
exactly, and then you
I gave
have
BVS a chance and I went and saw it and I went, I do not like this, and I
yeah,
was
and it's
like,
like, okay, you've seen something, you have
yeah,
something presented to you, something that's real. Now you can, okay, this is my opinion on it, and then you can give your opinion, and it's like, that's it's fair because you're judging something that you've seen now and experienced.
is
I think when it comes to there's two sides, there are two ways of thinking.
yeah,
One is like for as far as like on the for BOF, it's like, well, DCU Batman is going to be Batman on film. So
yeah,
you've covered it in its stages like Batman, um, its various stages of pre-production, production, post, all that stuff before. I don't like if anything, it gives you more things to cover if there
yeah,
is two
yeah,
Batmans. Okay, they're gonna be different as far as like the
yeah,
characters involved, the world, the setting, all that. Okay, I don't know, it gives more to discuss. And on the other hand, too, it's your damn website. If you don't want to talk about it,
yeah.
you don't have to
And
talk about it.
I've never, that's the thing. I don't care about how much traffic. I don't care about how many hits. I don't, I don't think, try to put something out every day just to have something out there, which is basically almost all you see on websites nowadays. Just, you know, headline porn and clickbait and nonsense
Hmm.
articles and whatnot. So that's the thing. I'm sure at the end of the day, the DCU Batman will be addressed, but I just feel like right now the focus should be on the Batman Part Two.
Which it can be for BOF for sure, because there isn't
Yeah,
there. I'm not gonna say there isn't, but in my mind, there isn't a DCU Batman
yeah,
because they're kind of
yeah,
like there kind of isn't. We saw him in
yeah,
silhouette for 2 seconds in a cartoon,
yeah,
and that's it. And we saw Gotham
yep,
in a sign in Superman,
yeah,
like above the highway. That's it. And so to me, I'm like, he doesn't even exist right now. And so it's so not taking up any of my time because
there you
I'm
go.
like,
There you
I
go.
I don't have an opinion because it's not real right now.
Yeah.
The Batman Part 2 is.
Yeah.
So that's like,
That's the
okay,
best way
cool.
to put it. We'll leave it at that. I'm
It's
with you on that.
real. It's real, Bill.
It's real. Um, I'm going to leave it at that. That's good
Okay.
enough. I'm
All
with you.
right.
Okay.
See what
I
Mountain
got,
Dew does for me? I can make a
yeah,
point.
I know, especially when you got it in a Batman Forever Batman
You're darn
glass.
right.
Makes it even
I'm firing
better.
on all cylinders. Woo!
I got to say that last social hour we did about the POS, that's a
I don't know
classic
why we're
moment.
talking about Batman Part 2. It's going to be a real piece of shit, Bill, you know?
Yeah. Oh man, if you haven't known what we're talking about, go back and listen. Okay. What you got going on? I just posted a couple days ago a new Batman book club, and I know you got another
That's
one.
right.
I'm gonna post that as well.
Yeah, I forgot to
Um,
send you one. So then when I was sending you
yeah,
the new one, I was like, ah, damn it. I forgot to
and
say,
then
all right, here's
Batman
two.
reviews. When's the next? That yeah, I know the Batman or not the Batman. Batman Volume 4, Number 2. You
That's
probably have
coming
read
up.
it. You've read
I
that, I'm
haven't.
sure. Okay.
No, a lot of times I wait until Pete and I do record the monthly wrap-ups before I start
Okay.
diving into the next month because I don't want
Okay.
to
Okay. You don't
slip
want
up.
to cross pollinate there.
That's right. So I haven't read that one yet.
Yeah.
Um, the Batman, The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, the final two issues are supposed to come out in October.
Yeah.
So that we'll see. The Hush 2 got delayed and then delayed, and then now it's like 4 months delayed for the next chapter of that one, which I was reviewing for BOF. And it's really funny to me because uh, Zdarsky's run on the Batman title, the release schedule got shifted a couple different times. I saw on the interwebs so that the Hush 2 story would not have any delays. And then, gosh, when did the first issue of that come out? March? So
Something like
March
that.
until now, January, there will only be 3 issues of that out. And so yeah, that was just kind of like, oh my gosh. But yeah, those reviews will be coming up. And then as far as the Batman Book Club, you're going to be coming up on that
Yeah.
next month. I've got an exciting interview lined up with Batman Revolution writer, sequel to the Batman Resurrection novel last year, John Jackson Miller. He's going to be on my show. And then I'm going to also do something fun with the Long Halloween. So October will be a fun month. Always is. It's Halloween.
Are you going to reveal what we're talking about, or are you keeping that a secret as of now?
I don't know if anybody really cares, but why don't you go ahead and say it?
Batman Full Moon.
There you go. All right. Hey now.
Yeah.
Down to the earth, gritty, realistic Batman story that Bill chose right there.
There you go. Exactly. So if you real quick before we go, have you read Second Night #1?
Yeah, I loved it.
It's good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved it. Already talked about Scarecrow when they first announced this, and I saw an image of Scarecrow. I was like, yes. And yeah, loved it. It was great. I thought Scarecrow looked great. The vibe of it was great. Yeah, dug it.
Yeah, I'm with you with that as well. Where you at now with Absolute Batman?
I'm still where I was back with issue 1.
Okay.
It ebbs and flows on like, oh, that's cool, and then I roll my eyes hard the next page.
Have you read the latest?
I'm current, yeah.
It's for October, but it's
Oh, I didn't read that. No.
Yeah.
I read issue 12, which then you start to see what
this is the penultimate.
Bane did. What Bane did
Yeah.
to his friends.
Yeah, okay.
I saw that. That's where.
Okay, check. You have access to the latest one.
Sure do.
Check it
BOF
out.
perk.
I'll be reviewing. I review that for BOF, by the way, and I'll have that out. I think that's out like on the. God, it's like middle of October, but.
It's usually middle of the month. That book's consistent.
BOF perks. There you go. All right, so that's it for me. Like I said, I review Absolute Batman, and other than that, I cover the Batman Part 2 because you know why? Because it's real. It's happening, and it's going to be here before we know it.
Right. Let's ride.
Batman on Film, batman-on-film.com, and that's announcer Rachel will take us out. We'll catch you next time.
You have been listening to the BOF Social Hour, Jet's official podcast on Batman on Film. Follow BOF on Threads at The Batman on Film. Follow BOF on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Batman on Film. To help keep BOF up and running, go to patreon.com/BatmanOnFilm, or you can buy BOF a beer at buymeacoffee.com/TheRealBatmanOnFilm. For Jet and everyone at BOF, I'm announcer Rachel. Authoritative, definitive, the original, Batman on Film, founded in 1998.
Back in 98, a side was born, covering the dark night, through night until morn. Oh, 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 oh. Batman fans unite, on Batman on Film, we keep chilling that thrill. Oh, what a time it was, never standing still.